Hey, Mike. Curious as to your evaluation, particularly of the first two periods and when things started to, I guess, turn for you guys in terms of your overall quality of play when you thought.
Yeah. Sorry. I hope my big smile wasn't didn't give it away too much, Charlie. There, but obviously, not good enough. The first two periods, plain and simple. Like we talked about coming out of the break that we got to keep it simple, and we just made things way too difficult on ourselves. The amount of turnovers that we had forced ourselves to play in our own zone way too much, made things way too difficult for ourselves, and we just kind of got caught in a game of just trying to get it out, get off the ice. And in the third period, I think we recognized that we were pretty fortunate to be in the position that we were, and that's when I thought that we started to come out, have a better mindset. This is where you need the urgency that every play could be the difference in the game. It doesn't matter if it's the first period, the second period, whatever the time. It's when you're on the ice, you have to treat that one-on-one battle that you're in like that's the difference of the hockey game. When you're on the ice, you have to treat the puck being on your stick and making sure that you make the right play at that time like that's the difference in the hockey game. I thought we started to get more of that urgency in our game in the third period, and then I will say this: we showed a lot of character tonight, and we made it real difficult on ourselves. But the third period response was really good for me.
Follow up, Charlie.
Yeah, Mike, you had mentioned a few days ago that your decision on a goalie tomorrow was going to come down to a lot of what Martin Jones's workload was tonight. I'm sure you probably weren't expecting him to maybe have this big of a workload, but I guess your thoughts on his play tonight, and then also whether the high amount of shots that he faced is going to play into your decision as to whether he can go again tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. That was something that we knew was going to play in, especially with the travel. Like this is a real difficult back to back, and we knew his workload, would play a factor in it. He was outstanding tonight. We haven't fully made a decision there yet, but if Felix is the guy tomorrow, then we're confident with him going in there as well. And I think what it comes down to is, every guy. It's going to be a tough travel night tonight. I know we're going to get in late. It's going to be a tough back to back. We need every guy to make sure that they're finding a way to bring their A game tomorrow. Martin Jones did that for us tonight, and we have everybody do that. Play a real strong game in front of Felix, and he'll do his job if he's in. And we have no excuses. Again, we got to go out there and we got to get the job done.
Olivia Reiner, you're on with Coach. Go ahead.
Hi, Mike. I know you didn't have much of a choice whether or not to give Kevin Hayes or Morgan Frost some more time to get acclimated and get their legs underneath of them after coming off of a little bit of a COVID break. But what did you see from them tonight, especially with Kevin and his assist on Ivan's overtime goal?
I thought both guys, picked up their game just like the team in the third period. Certainly, Kevin looked like he was skating and using his speed more and get more involved in the offensive zone. He almost scored a go-ahead goal late. A great play by TK driving the net. So I thought that he elevated his game. And Frosty, I thought that he looked more determined in his game. I think, again, a lot of it with Frosty is it's a matter of confidence. It's a matter of him going out there and wanting the puck on the stick, wanting that one-on-one battle, and having the confidence that you're going to, make the play and win that battle, whatever the case is. He's still learning that, and we'll keep pushing him to find that next level because there's an awful lot there, that's for sure.
We'll do two more questions. Jordan Hall, you're on with Coach. Go ahead.
Hey, Mike, I'm sure you might not love the shot differential, but is there something to be said for grinding out a game like this in the way you guys did?
Yeah, Jordan, there's a lot to be said for it. I mean, first off, I think the fact that we didn't quit and we found a way, and obviously Martin did a great job for us, but it wasn't a lack of effort. It wasn't a lack of compete tonight. We got to recognize what we were doing before the break and what makes us a hard team to play against. We weren't doing those things early, but I think that we did recognize that. We did regroup, and I thought we showed a lot of character just to stay in the game. A lot of battle. Again, we made it way too hard on ourselves at different times. We forced ourselves to show more character than maybe we even needed, but that's a big 2 points for us, especially giving up the goal fairly late and then finding a way to come back and win that game.
And last question, Bill Meltzer. You're on with Coach. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, on a night where energy and push was kind of hard to come by, how important was the fourth line in giving you a little bit of energy in some places where you needed it? And even in overtime, you use Brown in a defensive zone face-off to start a shift and ended up going the other way. So how big were the role-playing guys tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a line, especially kind of in a game like this when things aren't going particularly well. That's a line that you want to be able to put out on the ice and know that they're going to do it right. You know, I think that everybody, you know, in a game like tonight recognizes, you know, that we're turning the puck over, that we're not executing the way that we need to. But you need somebody to go out and set it straight. And I thought that's a line, and I feel that that's a line that's been doing that an awful lot for us. You know, Brownie's got a real solid identity as a player. He takes great pride in being a real strong defensive player. He takes great pride in being a real reliable player. And with that, you know, obviously I think everybody's seen his opportunity, his ice time, everything's gone up because, you know, as a coach and as teammates, we can all count on him.